Hello everyone and welcome to Jimin Weekly News. I'm Dream and here is the first news for you. Jimin's incredible song Who joined the Spotify Billions Club by surpassing 1 billion streams and becoming the fastest male solo track to do so in history. The record was previously held by Harry Styles with his song As It Was, released early on March 31st of 2022 and surpassing 1 billion on July 27th, same year in 119 days. And now it finally got broken by Jimin's Who that did it from July 19th to November 13th of 2024 in just 118 days. ARMYs, of course, immediately started to celebrate this amazing new achievement by trending many hashtags and keywords worldwide on Twitter X. Surpassing this milestone also simultaneously gave Jimin many other impressive records, like becoming first and only K-pop soloist in history to have multiple solo songs without collab, surpassing 1 billion streams on Spotify, becoming the fastest solo non-collab song by a K-pop act to do this in Spotify history, becoming the first and only Korean song released in 2024 to achieve this, and joining Jungkook, BTS and Joji as the only Asian acts in history to have multiple songs crossing 1 billion streams on Spotify. In addition, Who joined like crazy on the Spotify's Billion Club playlist. And by joining the Billion Club, Who is now also second fastest K-act song, fourth fastest song overall, and second fastest 2024 song to achieve it in history. And also, Jason Tenrock Cornett, co-producer for Who, shared about the song reaching 1 billion streams and becoming the fastest solo song by a K-pop soloist to reach 1 billion streams in Spotify history on his Instagram. So congratulations to our history maker Jiminie that achieved this without barely any promotional activities, not even posting anything about the song or his album on his Instagram. He just bloomed organically, trusting his art and ARMY. And that's why we need to keep streaming, voting and doing all we can to support him and BTS in the future as well. Next, following up as of other chart achievements, Jimin's Who jumped 11 spots from previous week and landed at number 44 on Billboard Hot 100, achieving the highest week 16th for a solo K-soloist song in the past decade, and remained as the longest charting 2024 song by K-act. The hit Jimin song is now also the 5th longest charting song by K-pop soloist and 7th longest charting song by K-pop act on Billboard Hot 100, surpassing 7 by Jungkook and Lato. As well as he breaks the tie with Jungkook, becoming the longest charting K-soloist on Billboard Hot 100 with solo songs. And here are the rest of Jimin's positions on Billboard charts for week 16th. Additionally, Who ranks 74 on this week's UK official singles chart. It is the longest charting solo no collab song by a K-soloist in the past decade, 16 weeks. It has also charted simultaneously on the UK official singles downloads and singles charts for 16 consecutive weeks, extending its record for the longest simultaneous charting period on those charts. And here are other Jimin positions on official UK charts. On top of all that, Jimin, who has surpassed 800 million filtered streams on Spotify Global Daily Chart in just 114 days since its release, becoming the fastest Korean solo song to reach 800 million streams on the chart. Jimin is the first and only K-soloist to have multiple songs achieve over 800 million filtered streams on Spotify Global Daily Chart in history. And Jimin's Who is the most streamed song by a Korean artist on Spotify Global Daily Top Songs Chart in 2024. Then it also achieved more than 180 million filtered streams on Spotify USA Daily Top Songs Chart in just 115 days since its release, becoming now the most streamed song by a Korean artist on the chart. After that, Jimin's Muse surpasses 200 million filtered streams on Spotify USA chart and is now the first and only album by a K-soloist to do so. As well as Muse has surpassed 1.7 billion streams on Spotify, achieving it in the fastest time among K-soloists, making Jimin the first and only K-soloist in Spotify history to have two albums, Face and Muse, that achieved over 1.7 billion streams. Muse is now the best-selling album in pure sales in the US by a K-pop soloist in 2024 so far. And finally, Who now becomes the highest charting song by a K-pop act on Spotify USA, surpassing Up To by Bruno Mars and Rosé. Jimin becomes the 7th most streamed K-pop act on Spotify history, surpassing New Jeans. He also now holds the record as the longest charting artist at number 1 on Spotify South Korea Weekly Top Artist Chart, surpassing BTS. And Jimin now becomes the first and only artist in the world to have two songs surpassing 30 million overall streams and holds the top two longest charting songs at number 1 on Spotify South Korea. Additionally, as of OT7 new records, BTS now becomes the first and only group where all members charted their entire solo debut album tracks on Spotify Global Chart, and members of BTS hold the top 10 biggest album debuts by Korean soloists in Spotify history. And now, the summary of Jiminie mentions by other idols, celebrities, media outlets, and much more. First, multiple dancers on the Mnet dance survival show Stage Fighter have mentioned Jimin as their dance inspiration or collaboration dream, by saying things like, "I started learning modern dance after watching BTS Jimin." Then we had Choi Hwa Jung, who interviewed Jimin during Face promotions on Choi Hwa Jung Power Time radio show, which by the way I reacted to on my Patreon if you are interested to watch it there with me. Showed in her recent YouTube vlog interview video how she displayed a bear signed by Jimin in her home. What a wonderful memorabilia to have! We love it, but we are also so jealous. Then, award-winning singer, songwriter, and composer Her shared photos on Instagram of herself carrying a Jimmy bag. Who by Jimin was captured playing in the background of Russian media personality and singer Olga Buzova's Insta stories. Buzova is one of the most successful Russian contemporary entertainers and has over 24 million followers on Instagram. Next, from armies in the wild on Twitter X, Jimin's Smeraldo Garden Marching Band featuring Loco was playing in New Yorker store in Prague, Czech Republic. In Barrio Chino, Buenos Aires, Argentina, ARMYs could see a square pillar filled with Jimin posters. After that, back in Seoul, ARMY recorded a huge Jimin's U Peak October monthly peak first place reward advertisement, which was broadcasting from COEX Media Tower, as well as the reward advertisement for winning first place in the October King of Kings competition held on Idol Champ, being broadcasted at the Express Bus Terminal station. This ad will be available until December 14th. And then we had Jimin ranking 6th in the boy group individual brand reputation rankings for November 2024. Jimin is showing his brand power by making it into the top 10 in brand reputation even while serving in military. Jimin holds the unique record of being number 1 for a total of 49 months, including 35 consecutive months in the boy group individual brand reputation rankings. In addition, we had few more cases of Jiminie and Jungkook autographs that were noticed displayed in Black Room Cafe located close to Hype Building, and also once again another soldier who discharged on 14th of November posted photos of Jimin and Jungkook's autograph on his social media. Our boys are so lovely, generous, caring, and sweet to their military comrades, and we love to see it. And speaking of military, White Bear project for the first anniversary of Jimin's enlistment day is being organized by Jimin Hungarian fanbase, where charity donation for St. John Children's Hospital Department of Pediatric Surgery and Traumatology in Budapest, Hungary will be made in order for the small patients to get a plushie as a reward for their heroic endurance. If you want to join this initiative, I will leave a link to the donation site in the description box. And additionally, I also have to mention that Jimin's exhibition The Truth Untold in LA became a best-selling event on the reservation site Fever. To remind you, it will run from November 29th to December 15th at Ace Mission Studios, where banners for it are already displayed outside on the building wall. Next up, on the 10th of November, Jimin was announced as a winner of the Best K-pop category at the 2024 MTV Europe Music Awards.
Best K-pop, Jimin,
which was his first solo win on this award show. Previously, BTS won this category in 2021, and Jungkook also took the win last year. And now, Jimin joined him, making it the second consecutive year a BTS member has taken home the trophy as the only Korean soloists to ever win this title. Many international media outlets immediately headlined this news, and of course there were a lot of articles written by K-media as well, like this one for Newsen, where they wrote BTS Jimin won an award while in military. Jimin showcases status as he wins the Best K-pop at the MTV Europe Music Awards, the largest pop music award ceremony in Europe. And also, Yonhap News TV Center Entertainment Channel reported about this win in their November 11th morning broadcast. Following up, Jimin received a nomination for International Male Artist of the Year category at this year's French Pure Charts Awards, and also Jimin's album Muse was nominated for Millions Top 10 category at the 2024 Melon Music Awards. So as the finishing touch, the additional OT7 news and updates are: Jungkook, by receiving 6 nominations at the 2024 MMAs, became the most nominated male soloist. J-Hope won 2 awards for the month of November at the 2024 Korea Grand Music Awards for Best Hip-Hop Artist and Best Hip-Hop Song. And according to some industry insiders revealed in a recent article, we got the rumor that J-Hope is scheduled to release a new album ahead of the full group promotions next year. Who is excited? Oh my goodness, another Hobie bangers are coming soon! He also surprised A.R.M.Y last week on November 12th with his adorable Weavers Live from LA. Then we had Jimmy Fallon announcing Jin performance coming November 20th on his Tonight Show with a cute skit video on official social media platforms. Jimmy always goes above and beyond for our boys and we appreciate the love very much. After that, Jin released the Running Wild MV and his first solo album Happy. If you haven't seen my reaction to both, if you are interested, they are available for you on the channel. And Jin also did a very fun release live on Weavers. He held his Happy album special live stage where he talked about all his new songs and performed them for A.R.M.Y. As well as he dropped a hilarious Running Wild challenge with Hobie on TikTok. Our Tusok in action once again. And with this, I will conclude this episode. So that is all for this week's news, and at the end, like always, please enjoy Jiminie achievements. See you next time!